I sold my starting 11, and it wasn't by choice at Aris. We got absolutely ram-raided by all the clubs. We sold Mikhail Podoshayev. If you've been watching this series, you know he's one of our best players. Lucas Fedele as well. Zelkovic. Omar Bamadeli wanted to leave. Brenner wanted to go. Kalai, our goalkeeper. Alvaro Fernandez. Adriano's gone. Seko Fofana's gone. Sikwe's gone as well. Bazdar's gone out on loan because he was moaning as well. So many players that have gone. But we'll kick it off with Podoshayev. What a player he is. He's gone to PSG now. Couldn't stop him going. They activated his release clause and he wanted 250 grand a week to stay. He wasn't even getting that at PSG. He just had to go. It was just one of those things. He had to go. Lucas Fedele wanted to go to Newcastle. They activated his release clause as well. He is an absolute insane right back, and we're going to miss him massively, massively. What a player he is. Just started playing for Argentina as well. Zelkovic as well. They activated his release clause. He's gone to Chelsea. The Serbian international was a quality player for us. Played 59 games, scored 9 goals. Shame to lose him as well. Omar Bamadeli was a player we bought for 3 million and sold for 16. He wanted to go. He was becoming a very important player to the club, but you can't hold him back if he wants to go to Atletico. The board sold him. They bidded 16 million. The board accepted the bid. There wasn't nothing I could do. I couldn't protest. If I protested too much, I could have lost my job here at Aris, and that would be an absolute disaster. Our players that we've brought in, we needed a left back as Fernandez went. We went for experience. We went for Owen Vindal. One of the best young wonder kids back in the day on Football Manager. Hasn't had the career that he should have had. He's played only 11 times for the Dutch, but he'll be very, very good for us. He's quality at Greek Super League level. Libor Bednar is a wonder kid that we brought in. Czech international, played at the Euros, did very, very well for Czech Republic. Had a decent game against us for Greece, hence why I picked him up. He's played 5 games for us already, scored 1 goal. Came from Slavia Prague, wasn't on a big fee. So he will be very, very good for us in the middle of that park. We went for experience again in a player that I've had on previous says, Mohamed Ali Ben Rondain. We paid £8 million for him. He was playing out in the Middle East, and he's a very good squad player, very, very good box-to-box midfield player, and a very good holding midfield player. Played 3 games for the club. Suffered a little bit with injuries, but will win a trophy with us 100%. Rafael Capoue doesn't sound like he's from Czech Republic, but he actually does play for Czechia. He had a very good game for us against Greece in the Euros and had a decent Euros as well. We play him at right back. He is Fedele's replacement, and I'm hoping he can be on level with Fedele. I think he will be. He's one of the golden boys as well, one of the top 10 golden boys from last year. So very, very good signing in there as well. We needed a striker after Brenner left, and I found this gem playing for Red Star Belgrade, 25 goals in 40 games for them, 2 in 3 for us, and he's an absolute beast. He's probably our best striker. Like, we only paid a silly amount for him as well. The Montenegrin international is very, very good. Remember the name Vladimir Savic. He's going to be a big key member of this save. Other players we brought in as well. Another right back, Albanian right back, another young player from Hajduk. He was another one on that Wonder Kids list. We needed to strengthen at right back because Sikwe left and Fidele left, so the 2 boys will compete with each other for that space. As well as bringing in players like Peter Steen to go on the right wing because we did lose Podoshayev. He's nowhere near Podoshaev's level. We do have Naheem Karimi to play there, who was an off-the-bench player / first-team player for last season. This guy is not as good as him, not as good as Podoshayev, but he provides that fringe player aspect to the club. And then we got up front, we signed him before, Gorkarez. He's been good, 3 and 3 for us. He's been very, very good. He's going to compete with Savic up front. Again, more experience because we needed that in the squad. Our mentoring groups were suffering from all the young players that we had brought in. Restes is the goalkeeper to replace Kalai. I think he's the best goalkeeper on the game. He's been absolutely class for us. He doesn't really concede that many goals. He's got 3 goals in 5, but we do play attacking football. I feel sorry for him. Doesn't get much cover. Played for France as well. And to be fair, in the competitions, we're only very early into the season as the transfer window has just ended. We've played 5 games in the league, won 4, drawn 1. We're still unbeaten. Olympiacos started off strong again. We're in the Champions League again. The Greek Cup will win that. We'll win the league. I can't see us doing anything but that. In the Champions League, our Champions League run of fixtures is fairly decent. We've got Man United, Napoli, Nordsjælland, Feyenoord, AC Milan, Borussia Dortmund, Mönchengladbach and Sporting. We should be qualifying for the knockout rounds. In my opinion, we are a very, very good squad. We did lose our starting 11, but let me know how you think we get on in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video because this video you're going to be in for some shocks. Before the shocks come in, the only real rivals we have are Olympiacos, and we're just going to take a look at their transfer window. Jack Ross is their manager, and they've only spent £3.2 million this summer, bringing in one player, and that one player is Henrique Arejo. He scored 4 goals in 3 games, so he's been an astute signing from Paços Ferreira in Portugal. Olympiacos are stronger this season. We've had 11 players go out the door, and we've had to bring 11 players in, so we could be under strength. Could this be Olympiacos' year to push us for the title? They are our only team that really does push us. Let me know in the comments below how you think Olympiacos will do. The first shot came as Chania beat us 1-0. We battered them, but we got absolutely FM'd as they put the ball past Restes to end our 153 game run. Injuries were becoming more of a shock to us as well. We'd lost 4 of our best players to injury and long-term injuries as well. Capoue had been out for 4 weeks before this. We then lost Kanus, Karimi and Muchka in the space of 2 weeks. It was unbelievable, but that hasn't deferred us in the league so far. In the league, we're still top of the league, only by a point this time, as Olympiacos are still unbeaten after 10 games. Piccoli is smashing the goals left, right and centre, but we are looking at Arachi for assists. Will AEK come back? Will Olympiacos push us? Let's find out. But before we find out, we do have the Nations League to play with Greece. Our Nations League didn't start off very well as we got absolutely humbled at home against Spain. I did say that we wasn't ready to play these type of games back to back, and it certainly proved that in the next game. As we were also beaten at home to the Italians, who get their revenge on us after us beating them in the Euros semi-final. As Barella puts one past Barkas, and they made it 2-0. They deserved to win the game. We weren't at the races. We've lost a lot of players after the Euros, and our next game was even worse, as we were beaten yet again by Spain. Spain are very good, and Yamal he's so overpowered. They beat us 2-0, and we were 3 from 3 defeats in 3, not looking good in this Nations League. But turnarounds come around in unlikely places, and Sweden, we'd never beaten them before. They had humbled us a few times, but De Valkis was the man who got us back on track. A highly unlikely win away from home at the San Siro proved to be one of my best results I've ever had with the national team, as the pick of the goals from Konstantin Elenias to put us 2 from 2. And we showed in our final Nations League game that we deserved to play with the big boys as we humbled Sweden 3-2. It should have been more. We had so many chances, but we just didn't take them. Zolis with a peach of a goal to kick off the scoring. And the best goal in this game came as Karadras moved the ball out to Zagaratis on the left-hand side, and he was marauding, puts in a great ball, and Palvidis was there for the tap-in. Leaving us 3rd place in the table with 9 points. Win some, you lose some types Nations League. I don't think we're quite ready to play these games back to back to back, and it showed. We didn't have the experience that we needed. Spain absolutely deserved to go through. Italy, well, we should have done better against them at home, in my opinion, but it's experience for the squad. We did lose a few players, and we'll go into World Cup qualifying with a chip on our shoulder. To round off this episode, we will see our World Cup qualification group. And as you can see, we are seeded in the first seeds, which is going to make life a hella easier for us, in my humble opinion. Once you get to first seeds, it doesn't get any easier than that. Second seeds, well, Belgium look like they're strong, but we've beaten them twice before. Sweden are a good side, but we've just recently beaten them twice. So there isn't really much in these seeds. But now let's get into the automatic draw and see what group that we get put into. There could be some unbelievable groups here. What group are we going to get put into for qualification? Can we even make the World Cup with the squad that we've got? I think we should. I think we're good enough. Netherlands, Austria, Sweden, England, Croatia, Belgium. So all the big teams are pretty much out. Who are we going to get in Group D? Germany in E. Spain, going to get France, Italy, Portugal and Switzerland out of the hat now as well. So we're in a smaller group, so it's less games for us, which is going to be good for the squad as well. Second seed, Finland go in with Austria and Netherlands. Hungary go in with England. That's a tough group. Wales is in a very tough group. Serbia. We've beaten Serbia before. It's a bit of a derby game. We're not worried about the Serbs. We'll smash them. They've got some good players, though. Some very good players. It'll be a reunion with Zelkovic at centre-back for me, personally. He's a very good defender that we sold to Chelsea in the summer. Iceland go in with Finland, Austria and the Netherlands. Luxembourg, well, they're in for a tough time. Armenia as well. We got Slovakia. So, again, it's another decent side. Slovaks, they're not bad. They did well at the Euros last time. They won't be any trouble for us, though. I feel like we'll beat them. Ireland, Poland, Switzerland looks like a good group as well. Italy, Ukraine, Albania. Albania got some very good young wonder kids like Muchka. Belarus go in Group B. Malta go in Group C. We get Cyprus. That's an easy game. It's a derby game as well. Greece, Cyprus, very close to each other geographically. So a fair few derby games for us in this World Cup qualification group. I think it's definitely winnable. I don't see anyone causing us any issues. Should be an unbeaten run as well. Maybe Serbia away might be slightly tricky with the players we've got now, but I don't see it. I feel like we're going to qualify comfortably for this World Cup. As we draw Lithuania as well. We've played them quite a fair few times on this series and thumped them every single time. So a really straightforward qualification group for us. There's some tough groups in there. I feel like England's groups could have some shocks. Group C could have some shocks in there as well. Italy's group seems straightforward. And here it is, just to wrap it up. It is Cyprus, Greece, Lithuania, Serbia, and Slovakia. We've got an easy draw. We should be going to the next World Cup. And if you love this series, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment how far do you think we're going to go this season with Aris, and if we can qualify for the World Cup.